You have to fortify yourself between trades. When you've done something correctly, sit still. Feel what it feels like to be content, not needing to go to that next trade. How do you know you're ready to go in and trade with live funds? How do you know when you're ready to do a funded account challenge? When you're not driven by the passion to get into a next new trade. If you're the person or persons that always tweet to me when I'm calling something out and it delivers, you're the first person in the line that says, what's next? What's going to do next? You're not ready, bro. You are fucking not ready. You're a fiend. You're literally cracked out. You're equivalent to having a crack pipe in your fucking mouth, and you're literally out of rocks, and you want to get the next one. You're fiending. You're not ready. You are absolutely not ready. The people that are like, yeah, I'm going to take this week off. What the market's going to do is, yeah, it's all right. That's someone that's got the right mindset. If they're already consistent in terms of what they can see and forecast and price action, and they can take themselves away from the market, even when they know there's something coming, that's maturity. That is a skill set that if you can forge that before you press into real money, that factor of, well, discipline, it will serve you so well. But you all think it's just the stuff in the charts that's what you need. The new ICT gimmick, the new something setup or model, whatever. And it's not. I've given you shit. I've given you so many things already. But you are the missing final piece of the puzzle. And you don't want to believe me because it's painful. I'm going to constantly remind you. Every time I talk in a Twitter space, I'm reminding you, sometimes gently. But in this one, it probably hurts a little bit. It probably feels off-putting. Don't hate the messenger, okay? I'm Dr. ICT, okay? I'm telling you, this is the medicine that you need. It doesn't taste good, but it helps you. It makes you better. And it's important for you to grow and understand how to do this correctly and not hurt yourself. That's why I teach in a demo. Because if I teach in a demo and I go out there and I show you what I'm doing, because the misnomer is this. If I'm the number one guru on Twitter, right, Patrick, and I'm trading with a demo, I don't trade with live money, I'm already loaded. I don't need to prove people I have made money in the marketplace. I don't need to do that. I'm calling it. My students are making money. The stuff happens. That's all that needs to be known. That's the only thing I promised, that you're going to learn how to read price action. I did not promise you profitability. That's something that you individually control. But if I'm out here in public, in the mode of an educator, and I have no emotional commitment that holds me back about using a demo, then you should have no problem practicing in one. If your mentor is operating and teaching through the medium of a demo, I don't listen to these jokers out there that have something to sell. Oh, he does this and he does that. And they're not even doing anything close to what we do. Their whole month, I can do that in one fucking day. One day. From beginning to end, show you the whole fucking history. Done. I don't need to do that. I don't have a little dick complex, okay? I'm completely content with who I am, how I am, and my own length. I don't need to worry about anything else. So when you're looking at this, don't view what you're doing as a demo is not significant enough, because it is significant, because you're reading price. The same price action that's unfolding in that demo is happening for people that are trading in real money. The real money people that did everything opposite to what you were doing or expecting in price action and lost their ass, believe me, they know for fucking certain that shit just happened to them. I'm teaching you so that way you have no emotional connection to this. You have no connection to it emotionally. So you can't be swayed in the periods where it will do its damage. You can't get all, egotistical, because you're not making any money. You're not getting taxed. You can't go out and spend those demo dollars, but you're getting that experience. And you're allowing yourself to learn what I'm teaching you. When you get it right, pause. Feel what it feels like to get it right. Give your journal time between entries where you executed and your next trade. I'm not convincing you or trying to talk to you into taking trade after trade after trade after trade to fill your journal up. That's not what this is all about. It's quality over quantity. And just because I'm teaching you the skill set through the medium of day trading, it's not everyday trading. There's recklessness out there, and people gravitate to wild cowboy type shit. And I've done that stuff, and I fell victim to it when I was coming up. I saw people doing some crazy stuff on America Online. I was like, well, I want to do that too. And I got hurt. And I tried to force myself to learn what it is they're doing, and I couldn't do it. So I just stopped. So I'm practical. I know that I'm not going to reach all of you. And it hurts me because I try very hard, very, very hard to try to do whatever I can to allow you to understand what it is that you need to know and to eliminate the things you're worrying about. And it frustrates me when I see people not listening to the sound advice that I wish I would have paid whatever I had to learn how I'm teaching you. Like, I'm trying to be, because I know what it was like. I lived it. I mean, I know 20-year-old Michael. I mean, I'm that guy. And if I would have had this, it would have done so much for me. It would have encouraged me when I needed it. It would have kept me aligned properly, and it would have allowed me to control myself when I didn't have any control. When I would win, I'd want to go back in right away. When I lost, I'd want to go right back in. Like, I was not fearful. Once I learned certain methods of getting in, I was looking for it all the time, not understanding that the market's going to have an ebb and flow. There's a time delivery to all this shit. And unless you understand that, just the liquidity alone is not enough. It's essential, but it's not enough. You have to know how they use time. And that takes time to teach, which is why I tell everyone, a minimum is a year. And that's just really scratching the surface. Your best learning is going to be in your year 2 through 4. But you can be profitable all through that. So don't let that be a deterrent. Don't let it be like, oh, you're saying I can't make money. No, you could fucking make money just watching the YouTube playlist from 2022. If you have a general foundation of understanding what price action usually does, if you're familiar with trading and you go into that model, you can go right out the gate, boom, and start finding profitability. I'm convinced of that. But the problem is I have a lot of people that come to me that are greenhorns. They're brand new. They're just right out of the womb. Okay, here, make me a trader. I don't know how to walk yet, but make me a trader. So it's almost an impossibility for some of you to learn from me because I'm not the beginning step. And that's like, I've wrestled over the weekend with, do I even want to waste time with creating like a baby step ICT version? Like, okay, the basics of the basics. I just don't have the patience for that shit. Like, I don't have the patience for it. And throughout the years, I've thought about doing it. I just don't have it in me to do it. Like, I don't have it in me to do that. So I'm not the beginning step. Like, it's actually better for you to try to get out there and mess up, learn from doing something stupid, some other kind of approach. And then that way you have some experience to measure it against. So that way you can see, oh yeah, I would have placed my stop loss there, or I would have saw the market going lower or higher there. Like I was admitting to you when I was 20-some years old and I thought the Swiss franc was going to go up because I thought the weekly chart had a bullish bull flag, when all it was doing was setting up a model that I teach now today as a mega trade. And I couldn't see it. My infancy as a trader, hid it from me. I didn't have the understanding. I didn't have the experience, but I saw a pattern. And because I was looking for longs only, you're going to find what you're looking for if you look hard enough. If you torture the data and the numbers enough, they'll submit and admit to anything you want it to do. And that's the problem with this. That's why indicators look wonderful, because given enough time and sample set, and any indicator can be made to show profitability. But when you walk forward with it, does it really work? So I'm teaching you elements of time, price delivery, algorithmic price delivery, macros, things that generalize delivery and price. When should they form? How do they form? What does it look like? Why should it take place? Who's getting hurt from that unfolding in price, and who stands to gain? These are questions that you need to ask yourself. If I was asked to present that's a good wheelie, man. This guy took off, did a wheelie. That really was a good wheelie, by the way. You have to ask yourself questions like a checklist. Okay, those are the type of questions. If you miss it, just rewind it when it gets on YouTube from somebody else that puts it up, or listen to the recording here. The idea who stands the game. Like, you have to personify the market with this person. Okay, it's not one person; it's a collective entity that I dub as smart money. They don't make courses. You don't know them. You don't know none of their names. They're way above George Soros, okay? And they're employed by folks that you aren't going to meet. And they're in there taking the other side. That's a segment of the market that no one's talked about. They hinted at something like, if there was somebody out there who could do this all the time, this puppeteer, composite man. That exists, but not in the scope that it's promoted. If you can personify the market like that, where this unforeseen entity, like you've never have an opportunity to meet them, if they're cannibalizing market participants, what you're looking at in price right now, where would they belong? And it's easy to study it real time, because you can see where's the price action move that's unfolding right now. Where did it originate recently? Did it take stops when it started there? Because if it didn't, it's probably unfinished and probably needs to go lower. If it has taken stops, then look for inefficiencies or buy stops above the marketplace, because that's where it's going to go. Any time frame. That's what I look at when I'm looking at price. I'm not looking at Fibonacci ratios and fucking patterns, and like, I'm not. That's the distraction. That's the misdirection. You're looking at the left hand when the right hand's doing the work. They'll paint these charts, whether it be candlesticks or Heikin-Ashi or whatever the fuck you're looking at, Renko bars, point and figure. You point at the chart and try to figure out what the fuck it means. All that stuff is distractions. They're all distractions. And if you can find a way to simply say, all right, sure, it sounds Tom Clancy. Sure, it's conspiracy theory to listen to some of the shit I'm saying, but it works. It works because this is the market. And if you look at the performance of other students that are doing really, really well, what are they doing? They're going in with a model that they have simplified using the concepts that I've taught. You only need a reason to be bullish or bearish. I mean, let's just strip it down to the chrome, folks, okay? You're going into the marketplace. All right, what do I want to be focusing on this week? I want to be a bull or I want to be a bear. So what constitutes some reason for you to feel confident about that? Go to the weekly chart. Is there a reason for it to expand higher? What would it need to go up to go higher on the weekly chart? If it's going to make a case to be going higher on the weekly chart, it stands to reason that you're probably going to get one good bullish day using the daily time frame. And if you do it around the time when there's a medium or high impact news driver that just happens to come out that day during that session, chances are you probably narrowed down your focus to a opportunity in the marketplace. That's not an everyday occasion. And you need to warm up to the idea that I don't need to be in here every day. I can. Me, Inner Circle Trader, ICT, I am the fucking man with this information. This is my shit. But I don't need to be out here every single day. And if I'm the creator of this stuff and I'm not here every day doing it, what makes you feel like you have to live up to that expectation? You've presented this as a challenge to yourself when nobody offered it as a challenge. You did that. You're placing Olympic-size challenges in front of you with next to no experience. And you're starting off on the wrong foot by doing that. Less is more. Being content with enough. If you're only making $1,000 a week, that's all you can amount to in the first year or two. Is that fucking failure to you? I don't see that. I don't see it as failure. But if you start measuring yourself up to everybody else, well, this guy, he said he made $5,000. Or this guy, look, he's got a certificate that says he got 5 accounts passed. Oh, this person's got a payout for $20,000. This person's got $3,000 paid out, every single day this week. What are you doing? You're minding someone else's business. And if you're minding someone else's business, who is minding yours? No wonder you're getting the results you're looking for. No wonder you're stressing, because you're not minding your own fucking business. This is your business. This is your workshop. This is your storefront. This is your incorporation. You incorporated. If you aren't worrying about you and what it is that you're doing or not doing and when to do it, nobody else is going to do it for you. I'm educating you, and I can't do it for you. I can't push you into a trade. I can't put you out of a trade. You're doing all that. But you got to get real comfortable in your skin without me. Because warming up to the idea of, okay, ICT helps me to draw. Instead of just listening to where I think it's going to go into the charts and explain to yourself in your journal why I said those things. Because I'm giving you all those details. They're there on YouTube. They're in my Twitter spaces. They're in my tweets. I didn't hide it from you. And you have to condition yourself to see those things in old moves, because it didn't just work on that one instance. My concepts didn't just start working, because this just unfolded just recently. We've been doing this for years and years and years. People watch me do this every single day behind a paywall. Every single day, I'm expected to call it. No signal service or not, it still requires understanding and skill. And you're being exposed to it, and you need to take advantage of it while I'm here. Because November, you're left with whatever I've taught. That's it. And if you haven't done the work of testing yourself and conditioning yourself throughout this year, looking for what it is I'm teaching at that time, and go back and look at old moves and see if those same things don't occur and exist, and it does. That's the epiphany. That's the aha moment. Like, oh wow, it really is there. These gaps really do exist, and I can go in there and I can trade them every single time when it presents the opportunity to do so. And I can do as little as 5 handles and do well. Yeah. So why are you putting all this expectation on yourself? These mountains of goals that nobody realistically could be meeting in the beginning stages of this, because you don't even know who you are as a trader. You all have the capability to exceed way beyond your expectations. Whatever you think is profitable, and this is where you succeed. Like, what defines that? Can I ask you that and reply to this post that this Twitter space has been launched from? You can reply to it. What is success to you? When you get this amount of money, what would you call that as success? Like, you have met your goal right now. When you first started trading, what was that? It may have changed, but what was it from the beginning? For those that are brand new, what is that goal? Some of you it's $100,000. Some of you it's $1 million. I can tell you $1 million is not a lot of money. Like, it's not a lot of money. I spent literally $3.7 million in the last 11 months. It goes quick. It goes real quick. What used to be $1 million is nothing now. $1 million is like the new 50,000. Years ago, it was a lot of money, but it's nothing now. But whatever that is, don't let me discourage you. If it was $1 million, say that's what your goal was. Say, okay, if I made $1 million, that's success. If it's $100,000, don't let me say whatever I said and diminish. Like, oh, I'm embarrassed to say that because this is a lot of money to me, but it wouldn't be a lot of money. I want to know, just for the sake of knowing the listeners' expectations of what they view as success. Like, what's the mile marker for you that says I've made money? Because I can tell you, there's people all around the world are going to have a way, separation between what some may view as success and others not. And invariably, there's so many people there's going to say $100 million, some crazy number. That's a pipe dream. I'm not saying you can't make it, but we're talking about when people come into trading, they're not expecting to make $100 million. I'm saying, when you first got into this, what was your goal? What was the threshold that you said, if I could do this, that's success? If everyone was honest, you'd be able to see there's a lot of humble thresholds that, if you understand what I'm teaching you, you can really get those levels. But what happens when you get there? you're not going to be satisfied. Well, you're going to stop trading because you got that? Oh, I'm done. I made my $1 million. I ain't nothing else to do. No, you're going to want to do more, especially if you're young. I'm old. Okay. I'm not an old man, but I've been doing this my entire adult life. Like I'm counting down, like, how many more years do I have? I don't know, because tomorrow's not promised to no man. But I've not been a good steward with my time, with my family. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm going to unplug. Like, I'm not interested. Like, I've done enough. I'm content with what I've done. I'm satisfied. I don't need to feel like I got to do something else in trading to feel like I've done something. I've done that. And I need to feel good about being the husband I should be, the father that I should have been and haven't been, because I've allowed these markets to be a vampire and suck my life force, my attention, my time, my efforts and energy, and not allow me to be what I'm more, the word escapes me. I should have been doing that more so than just this. Can I offer a better life for my family because I've done all that? Yeah, but it came at a cost. And I don't want any of you to repeat this. Like, you can allow these markets to be a wonderful appendage to what it is that you do in your life. That's balance. I didn't balance it correctly. I learned balancing time later, mid-40s. I had no concern of the outcome of how my family would, because I was thinking, oh, they're going to be happy because I'm making a lot of money. I'm presenting, a lifestyle for them. And if they need something, dad's got it. That was my rationale for doing it. But that's not good, because I wasn't there for the dad moments I should have been. And if you're a young person without children and you plan on having children, or necessarily don't have to be a young person, but if you haven't had children yet and you're about to do so and you're embarking on this journey, do follow what I put out in that 1440 series. You will hear from my heart. And the series I did, if I go back and tell my younger self, what I know now, I literally exposed my heart to all of you. And I can be honest and tell you, I was afraid to put it on YouTube because it's raw. And I speak right from my heart, and I'm telling you things that most men probably wouldn't admit to, because we want to walk around like we have a 12-inch cock and any woman can get with us because we want them, and that's just the way it is, and we're Mr. Everything, a Chad. And in reality, when you have children, your life isn't yours. And I did not do the right things. I spent too much time pursuing this and not being the dad. And it's unfortunate, but I have time, hopefully, that I can now pursue things and make memories with them. So you can have a whole lot of money. You could be, a person of influence in this industry and be a fucking failure as a family person. And I was a failure. I was not doing the things I should have been doing. I spent way too much time doing all this stuff. But it's my passion. And the words they're just not reaching far enough for me to feel satisfied in explaining. All I know is you can think that you're successful because you make a lot of money and you can have a lot of nice things and afford things and not worry about the cost of living and still not be happy, not satisfied, and regretful. If you do things that I did wrong, you'll have that same discomfort that I feel. Like, I know some of you sit around thinking, man, ICT must be really happy right now. He's kicking back. I have a lot of regret. I wish I would have done things that were simple, that didn't cost anything. just my time and attention towards my kids and my wife. If I would have done those things more, I wouldn't feel the guilt that I feel. I have lots of money, but that doesn't compensate for it. Them knowing that we have that money doesn't compensate for it. Hearing my kids tell me just this weekend, so this is awesome, Dad, to be able to spend time with you like this, because we never had that before. And I broke down right in the restaurant. I'm appreciative that they recognize it, but it's just like, and I don't want to tell them don't say that, because they should tell me. It's entitled to them. They need to tell me that stuff, and I need to hear it. But you don't want to be like I am right now, hearing it, where you could just plan your life better. Success can be had, and you don't need to be a monster in it like I was trying to be. Like it devoured my entire life. Like if you respect me, you'll respect the fact of why I'm doing it. Because the money, I can make lots of money. I can make mentorships, I can make books, I can make courses, I can blow that fucking YouTube channel up and advertise every fucking where and be the biggest name in this industry. I don't want it. I don't want it. It didn't do anything for me as a family man. At the end of the day, I have to look my children in the face. I have to look at my wife. And yes, they might smile and say, I love you, Dad. But behind that, they have so many open voids of time where I was not there and I was in the house with them. Do you want to hear that from your children? Do you want to look at your wife when she says, I love you, and you know she's reaching to just to say, you are the man I love, you're the person I married, you're the father of our children, and I'm appreciating the time with you right now, but I have to appreciate it so much more, because I don't know if you're going to go right back into doing what you've been doing for all these years in your entire adult life. You don't want to feel that. Trust me when I tell you, you don't want to feel that. Fast cars, big bank accounts doesn't compensate for it. And a lot of people, that write books, they won't ever tell you that shit because they didn't get rich. They're making money off of book sales. They're selling books because they have to sell that book. I'm walking away from it at the biggest point of my career as a mentor, as a teacher, or whatever. All the hype and stuff that's around me right now, I'm uncomfortable by it. Like I'm genuinely uncomfortable. I have a lot of people asking me to talk publicly. I'm not going to drop names, but I'm shy. I don't want to be like that. I can talk like this and pour my heart out to you because you're not sitting next to me. If you were being trained one-on-one, I wouldn't talk about the things I talked about. I would talk about the markets and how they would beat the fuck out of you. But I'm not going to tell you where I messed up as a husband, as a dad, as the real human being. I failed there miserably. I would want to know that from a mentor. I would want to know where they made major mistakes. And every book and author and every educator out there, they've never really scratched that surface. They talk about things outwardly. This person over here as a case study, but strangely, they don't ever have any problems in their own fucking life. Like they don't have any errors that they made. And I have. And I wish I wouldn't have done it. And since I went through pain, the Bible says, we go through these trials and tribulations and things that hurt us, so that way we can give a testimony. I didn't lose sight and hope of, who was in control of me when I didn't have control of myself. And ultimately, he steered me where I am today. Even though I thought I was dialed in, I was lost. I had no idea where I was going. I had no idea I was going to end up where I'm at right now. I didn't set out to be inner circle trader, Mr. Smart Money Concepts and all this bullshit that people build up around my name. Like I literally did a search on YouTube. Do it. Just do inner circle trader or ICT on YouTube. And it's weird to see all these people with my logo and like putting all that stuff. Like it's not like what I thought it was going to be like. When I was 20 years old, if I could be really good at this and I could be popular, I wanted to be Larry Williams 2.0, but better. And I'm going to be all over the place. I'm going to teach and do circuit teachings and go to Australia and go to UK and all that shit. And I'm not into that. Like, I don't want to do it. Like, just a little bit of notoriety, which, I'm still small. I just can't imagine being some behemoth with all this attention on me. I wouldn't do well with it. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me feel anxious. Not that I'm afraid of anything. I'm uncomfortable. Like, I'm uncomfortable when people walk up. We had a guy, we were out in the 2021 vet, and we were up on Bel Air Road. We were going down towards the Beltway. And this guy gets out of his car and he starts taking pictures of us. I'm like, what the fuck? Again, man? And he's like, beautiful car. Can I get another picture from the other side? I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do to stop you? But it's just like, it's weird. Now, I'm certain that person has no idea that I'm an inner circle trader. But I was weirded out by the whole experience. Like, some of you young guys are like, I would love that. That would be fucking amazing. I don't like that. Like, I love the car for me. I don't give a fuck if anybody else likes it or doesn't like it. I like it. I bought it because I want it. And I don't use my image as ICT publicly. Like, I don't do that. Like, I don't have inner circle trader tags like on my car. Like, you'd probably expect ICT1, ICT2, for every car I have. I don't have that. I don't want to draw any kind of attention to myself for that shit. And I'm really looking forward to post-November just being back to just boring me. Like, I miss that about me. Like, I want to have just my own personal space, my own time, and back to just being content like that. And I said the other day on Twitter, I said, when I wake up in the morning, all of you, my personal students and all of you, are my first thought. Now, I have 5 kids and I'm married. Is that normal? No. There's something wrong there. It's imbalanced. I have to balance that. And as long as I keep making myself available like this, it will remain unbalanced. This will always take more of my time. Well, I mean, we're going on 3 hours. And it's not monetized. I live this. And I want you to succeed. But I also have a family. And they want me in their life. They want me making memories with them. And I have to make myself available for that. I want my holiday season to be joyful, away from markets, away from Twitter, away from YouTube, all that stuff. And it's not because I don't love doing this. I absolutely love it. I love it. But I have to take myself away from it because I can't control myself to not keep doing it. It's who I am. And I need to change that. I don't want to stay inner circle trader. I don't want to be ICT, the rest of my life. I mean, obviously I am, but I don't want to be living my life as inner circle trader. I just want to be, me. And I hope you can appreciate that.